This story right here that I'm bringing to you is coming out of Virginia about a rapper who went by the name of Egypxn. He spelled it in a very different way than what you would traditionally spell the word Egyptian. And this man went into his family's home and he shot them. Luckily, they are still alive. I believe they're in recovery. But he shot his mother, his sister, and his brother. Then after he did that, he released a music video because he's a rapper, quote unquote. And then the police killed him. Let's get into it. And this story is coming from Vibe.com. Virginia rapper Egypxn reportedly shot his family before dropping a music video. According to ABC 8 News, the artist Nee Ty Adam Washington II broke into his mother's home on Tuesday, March 28th. He then fired shots inside the home, hitting his mother, Taisha Hall, his 21-year-old sister, and his 12-year-old brother. Washington then fled the scene, with law enforcement launching a citywide search for the 26-year-old. Meanwhile, the artist's family members were transported to VCU Medical Critical Care to treat their life-threatening injuries. They are still in recovery. The rapper's Be Free music video was released as the domestic violence ensued. His visuals had been pre-scheduled via YouTube, the source report. So he had it set the schedule to upload, sort of like how I do my videos. Just the day before his demise, Washington uploaded a message to Instagram as his last request. Now, unfortunately, I can't pull the video up because it's already been copyright claim. Like, they already snatched it down. My last request from humanity is that you seriously evaluate the care you have for each other. If this species is to ever evolve, you must stop eating animals, stop warring with each other, and take care of Mother Earth, he typed. Overthrow this sadistic government and rebuild on a fresh foundation. It's time for me to rest now. So this almost sounds like he knew he was about to die, or he knew he was going to commit an act in which he was going to die, but he was trying to take his family out with him. And then it's almost like he went on a suicide mission, so to speak. And for all we know, he probably just willingly let himself be killed by the police, most likely, or did something so he could provoke his own demise. The only thing is that he failed to kill his family. Hopefully they do recover from that. This is madness ensued, and that cryptic message he left was even more wild. On Thursday, March 30th, authorities found the artist in Rutherford County, North Carolina, and shot and killed him during a standoff. Family friends Tamara Harris and Ranice Walker Jewett spoke about the shooting, confused at what could have incited such violence. To my knowledge, there were no issues that would have led to such a tragic event, Harris said. I didn't believe them, and I called Hall's ex-husband, and he actually got on the scene, Walker Jewett said. I can hear the paramedics in the background saying, female, 2 shots to the chest. Law enforcement has stated that the shooting remains under investigation. That is some wild stuff right there. But that message makes it even more wilder, because now it's like what he did was crazy, as far as breaking into the home and then going to shoot his mother and his brother and his sister. Like, he was trying to take the whole family out. And then you read that message and it's like, what was going on with this guy in his head? Did he see something? Was he around certain people? Because that was a very cryptic and dark message that he put there, especially that part where he says, you know, my last request from humanity is that you seriously evaluate the care you have for each other. Then he goes on to say, overthrow the sadistic government and rebuild on a fresh foundation. It's time for me to rest now. Like I said, that part where he says it's time for me to rest lets you know that he knew he was not going to make it. My thing is, again, is why did you have to bring your family into this? That's where it kind of makes me give the side eye. Like, why did you have to try to take your family out if you knew you were going to take yourself out, which it sounds to me like what he was doing right here? Then you should have just did that and left your family out of it. As far as I'm concerned, your mother, your brother, and your sister had nothing to do with whatever demons you were dealing with, unless in his mind and his spirit, he felt that they were. And he probably felt, you know what? I can't imagine in his mind, he probably was saying, I don't want my family to suffer without me here. So I'm going to take them out and then I'm going to go too. That way, no one has to, there's no one there on the bloodline anymore, but which is even more crazier. And the thing is, all we have right here is this note, or is this message. And you probably can't even see the video that he released now. I mean, it's probably gone. Like, they probably took it down. YouTube probably took down the whole channel, honestly. But that is some very strange stuff. Like, I need to know from my people down in the comment section or in the chat, what do you think actually led him to actually doing this? What do you think made him write this message and then go and commit the act of attempting to murder his family? And he probably wanted to get himself up out of here because he knew if he went to jail, that was going to be a wrap for him. So, especially on the premeditated side, because it does sound very premeditated. But it's some very strange, weird behavior going on right here. But this one, I definitely can't wait to see what y'all got to say. But hopefully his family does recover from this. And I just want to say that it's probably a little bit more to the story. But you know what I always say? A dead man doesn't talk. And his situation, of course, is no different.